What's going on, Dolphins fans? It's Connor from the Dolphins Dive, and in today's video, I'm going to be touching on the topic of should the Dolphins trade for Jonathan Taylor. Now, I know this is a hot subject around all Dolphins fans. In my opinion, the Miami Dolphins should not trade for Jonathan Taylor.
Did you really just say that?
I did, and I know I'm in the minority of fans for thinking this way.
Because you're an idiot.
Hey, let's calm down now. Let's calm down. I'm not the enemy. I have my reasons. I'm going to be breaking it down right now in this video. Before I give my reasons, just like and subscribe to help the channel grow. It would mean a lot to me. But reason number one is paying top money for a running back isn't always the best idea, especially in the Dolphins circumstance, in my opinion. Many NFL teams can thrive without having a top dog. The Chiefs consistently win the Super Bowl without a clear number one back. The Niners pre-McCaffrey were very successful in how they operated. And I know we run the same scheme as the Niners, but our receiving talent is much different. It's not even debatable in my opinion. So you don't need a bell cow back, specifically paying top market money to succeed in this league. Now, does it help? Yes, but the Dolphins circumstance, it's not worth it in my opinion, especially when other teams in the league, the best teams in the league, can do it and thrive. Especially with our current group as well. I mean, Raheem, say what you want, our running back room is solid. It's not the best, it's solid. Mostert, A-Chain, Jeff Wilson, Savon Ahmed had a great camp. Chris Brooks had a great camp. Myles Gaskins even also had a great camp. We don't need Jonathan Taylor to add to this running back room with the talent on this roster. And that's this next point, and it has to do with the guys on this shirt. You can get this at thedolphinsdive.com. This offense runs through Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and that's kind of what I was getting at when mentioning the Niners. Yes, adding McCaffrey makes a lot of sense for them when your best receivers are Debo, who's a stud, don't get it twisted, but he's not Tyreek Hill, and Brandon Ayuk, once again, is a stud, but he's not Jalen Waddle. Our receiving talent is much better than theirs. This offense runs through those receivers, and that's why last year we got McDaniel, and you're like, okay, we're going to be a run-heavy team, and that's what I expected. And then you saw how often we pass the ball. It's because the best way to win games is to score the most points. And the best way for us to score points is to get the ball in the hands of those two guys. We don't need another running back to take touches out of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle's hands. Now, once again, I think Jonathan Taylor's a tremendous player, but for this scheme, our assets shouldn't be focused on running back when we have those two star receivers. If anything, it should be focused on the offensive line to just improve the running game as well as be able to keep Tua upright, not a running back. That's my thoughts on that. Because, like I said, the people that should be getting fed are on this t-shirt. Mostert's not as important, but Tyreek and Waddle, this offense runs through them. And the last point is the assets need to be utilized elsewhere. Like I had just previously mentioned, offensive line would be a great place to start. But as we saw yesterday with Zach Sealer getting extended, Christian Wilkins is also on the last year of his deal, as well as Connor Williams, which, say what you want about him, but he's been one of the best offensive linemen we've had in years. So you have two guys in-house with coming to the end of their contract, not to mention the crop of talent the Dolphins have that are about to be out of their contracts, whether it be to Javon Holland, Jalen Phillips, Jalen Waddle. Now, I know you have fifth-year options and things of that nature, but those contracts are right around the corner. And the more money you invest right now gives you less flexibility than in the future. And yes, the Dolphins can pull a Saints where they just continue to restructure. But in my opinion, that's great for a win-now approach. But I think the way you should try to build a team in this league is for sustainable success. And that is not sustainable in my opinion. So yes, they can go get Jonathan Taylor and restructure him and have his cap hit be low and have huge cap hits at the end of his contract. But guess what? If it doesn't work out, if he gets hurt, you're fucked. Same thing. They can continue to do that, but you just compound risk, and it doesn't lead to sustainable success, in my opinion. If you look at the Saints, yes, they have a good roster, but it's not a good enough roster to win the Super Bowl. And guess what? They're stuck with huge contracts for years on years, and they really are just going to continue to be stuck until they take a rebuild year. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm over rebuilds. I think it's time for sustained success. And to continue to just dig yourself in a pit is not how you do that. Those assets should be focused on guys in-house and small offensive line upgrades that we can get. If anything, if we want to trade for a star offensive lineman on a shit team. Like, that's where our focus should be on, and not Jonathan Taylor. I think he's a great player. Would he help his team? Obviously. But I just think with where our roster is, those assets should be spent elsewhere. And that's my take. Comment your thoughts down below. I know most Dolphins fans are on the Jonathan Taylor train, and I understand why. It's exciting, and he's a great player. But those are my reasons. Like I said, comment down below your thoughts. Like and subscribe to help the channel grow. And until next time, I'll catch y'all.